cold front and the big temperature change has arrived. And there's also some snow blowing across the area, although it won't really be very much. This is where you can kind of see where that snow is, and it's very light. Not all of this is reaching the ground. It's just enough snow to kind of blow through the air, and it won't really make any accumulations. It's actually a pretty dry snow, so it's not really sticking to anything. If we do get any accumulations at all, it'll be just enough for you to see it, not near enough to cause any travel impacts across the area. Overnight lows tonight, we're beyond any highs. Any of our high temperatures we hit this morning, we're way past that. The next thing to talk about is the overnight lows. 10, 11, 10, 9, 8 degrees across the area. And I mean, regardless of where you are on the spectrum, it's extremely cold. I think we'll see single digits in some places, double digits in other places, but it'll be pretty close to this. I think further south, maybe you're a little bit warmer, but really not much. And of course, further to the north and west, you start getting into the negatives, and we don't want any part of that. This was 11 a.m. today. I just want to show some of the contrast here. You can see where the front is located. 12 in Abilene, 18 Brownwood, 32 Waco, 23 Waxahachie, 25 Rockwall. Ahead of the front, 53 in Kerrville, Austin at 58, College Station at 47, Crockett at 48, and Longview at 49 degrees. So this is the contrast. This is the big difference ahead and behind of the front. And, you know, people are dropping 10, 20, 25 degrees within an hour or two. So it's just unbelievable, the plunge that these people are going through. And this kind of visualizes that as far as the whole state. This is the HR model at 11 a.m. Just kind of, by that point, it's at the beginning of the model run. It basically has current conditions. But you can see the big contrast here. 50s in the yellow, 40s in the blue, and then very cold conditions behind that. The other thing that's dropped is the dew point. 40s and 50s for dew points out ahead of the front, in the teens behind it. So this is why it's a dry snow, because we have such dry conditions that have pulled in behind this front. And that will also help us to clear out some of these clouds later today, get a little bit of sunlight, and what will also allow us to dry things up and let some of those clearer conditions above our heads let all of that daytime heating, whatever daytime heating we had, lift away. So the visible satellite here does show that we've got plenty of clouds across the area, but we will see more clearing later today. We'll get a little bit of sun, not enough really to make us warm at all. Temperatures are just going to continue to plummet throughout the day. So let's just get to the forecast here. Today, no high. I mean, there's no high temperature to talk about. Overnight lows right around 9, 10, 11 degrees overnight, and there will be a hard freeze warning that'll go into effect overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. 23 degrees tomorrow, not much warmer. Northwest winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour, so it'll be less wind, but it'll still be windy. Overnight tomorrow night, we're back in the teens, and then Saturday looks like we could get above freezing just ever so briefly. But Saturday night, we're back down to around 20 degrees for another hard freeze. And Sunday night, or Sunday rather, we finally get warm, Christmas Day. The prayers of those hoping to get rid of the sub-freezing temperatures will be answered. 40 degrees that day, a light south wind. But Sunday night, we get back below freezing, just ever so slightly, 30, 29 degrees there. Monday, we start really warming up into the 50s, and we'll have one more night of frozen temperatures. Then Tuesday, we're up in the mid-50s with clear skies. Tuesday night, we finally don't go below freezing. We'll be right around 40 degrees. Wednesday, we're back to 60. So we're freezing right now, and we're going to be dropping into the single digits overnight tonight. We're around 60 degrees by Wednesday. So big changes gradually, not the kind of big, major, sudden change we had today, but just keep in mind we do have that 30% chance, 30 to 40% chance really of snow. And when I say snow, I mean everything from the heavier stuff that some may luckily get to just the 2 or 3 flakes you might happen to see blowing around in the air. Again, no travel impacts today from that. Just a blowing snow for the area to just kind of make the scenery a little bit nicer. But fortunately, we won't be dealing with any of that. We won't be dealing with any ice on the roads as far as I can tell. We won't have to be concerned with that. Just very cold conditions going forward. So stay warm, stay safe out there. Make sure that any of those preparations are done. I was able to get those done this morning. But just stay tuned as we continue to monitor this very cold weather over the next couple of days.